Hello, everybody. Last week we did a home walkthrough on a 2-bedroom courtyard villa down in the new area. I appreciate the homeowners for letting us invade their private lives the way we did. I just want to let you know the first half of the video I had to send out for some professional editing because the audio was a little off. By that I mean I forgot to turn the front microphone on the camera. And by the time I realized it, that part was already videoed, and I didn't want to ask the people to do it over again. So I sent it out, and they did the best they could do. You can understand everybody. The first half of the video, everything as far as being understandable is fine. You'll hear like a little echo, like if the house was empty and there was no furniture in it, which obviously there is. But that's the process you're going to hear. Let's go talk with Vicki and Ed. So, you want to introduce yourself?
I'm Vicki Walsh. It's my husband, Ed Walsh.
And you are friends of
Linda Hobbs.
Linda Hobbs.
Good friends from San Diego.
The famous Linda Hobbs.
That's right.
Now, how far are you from her house? Because to be honest with you, I forget where her house is. I was there a couple of times.
In San Diego?
No, here.
Oh, she's over in Finney, so 5 minutes.
Okay, so by golf cart, 5 minutes?
Oh,
You
we
can't get
we
to
can't get there
Finney
yet.
from here. There's nothing that connects unless you go over to the
No.
the
Water Lily.
Water Lily Bridge, and then you go all the way down past
Yeah.
Magnolia Plaza and then over.
Yeah.
But it's not like a quick here to there. I mean, as the crow flies, she's close. But as golf cart goes, you have to go all the way up Mega.
Yeah, that's how I measure things. Golf cart trail. How far?
Yeah, and then they're going to finish that Brexit. Is that the name of it? That Brexit Bridge?
Bexley.
Yeah,
The Bexley Bridge.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know the history of Bexley Bridge?
It used to be a cattle bridge. I think.
Yeah.
And we're literally 5 minutes from Sawgrass Grove. It's very close. So it's 5 minutes to there, and that's coming along. That's going to be done.
By golf cart.
Yeah, by golf cart. And then it's probably 20 minutes to get to
Brownwood.
Brownwood. So it's not that bad. And
Now you're in a good spot.
We're still learning all of this. We've been to dinner in the golf cart 2 times.
Where'd you go?
Well, Brownwood both times. Did we go to dinner the second time?
Yeah,
Or did
we
we
did.
just go to?
What restaurant?
we went to the Mexican restaurant.
Oh, that's
and
I know. Okay.
The other time was World of Beer, which we hadn't tried yet because I'm not a beer drinker and he's not really either. We thought the food was excellent. It really surprised us.
It's just one of them places that's not known for food.
And that's
It's just known for 1,000 different kinds of beer.
Right, but it was sort of the only place that had a table. Is how we came
Right.
upon
And
it.
then Bluefin.
And then we really liked it. Well, when we were here for our visit with Linda a couple years ago now, we went to one of the country clubs, and it wasn't Nancy Lopez.
Around here?
And I ordered sand dabs, and it wasn't sand dabs.
Oh.
The chocolate cake was it was really good.
Food.
Well, you know what? It'll be fun to explore. These are all first
Yeah.
world problems. We've just been thrilled so far. And speaking of Facebook, that's been a great resource for really everything. I've learned to use Facebook in all these little groups. So we have a Hawkins group, and there's the South of the Villagers group, and then there's the friendliest, but there's 3 or 4 or 5. And like when I was here in June, I needed to find a hairdresser. And so I just put in the search,
You didn't ask Linda?
and no, I don't think she's ever done it here. And anyway, what happens, and I found this with, the gutter people, the lighting people, the landscapers, everything, that what happens is you look at all these comments and you start seeing duplicates. And so the answer becomes really clear. Okay, these are the top 3 guys. And that's just been a great resource.
Yeah, the longer you live in any neighborhood, we've always said when people say, who mows your yard? I say, talk to your neighbor.
Yeah.
Who does the landscaping? I said, go down the street and talk to your neighbors. Used to, years ago, it was Talking Villages. That was like the Facebook of the villages, and they were the first and only ones here. And then over the years, they had to separate things because some people on there just downright mean. Some new person would ask a
It
question.
still happens. I've seen like talking
Yeah.
villages, and
Yeah.
sometimes they're like the trolls will get on there and they just talk real nasty about like, why would you ask
Yeah.
a stupid question like this? And it's like, really?
Over the years, I've noticed that most areas now are starting their own websites.
Oh.
We have our own website in our area, but that basically all we do on ours is talk about neighborhood meetings, driveway parties.
That's an important thing too, is like, learning a lot about where you're going to by asking a lot of questions.
A lot of questions.
Shopping, especially in new homes, because I know we've had a kind of a big learning curve too, like When you get to a home, there's a lot of stuff that you need or want that maybe wasn't included with what you bought, especially if you bought a pre-built one that wasn't like a designer home that was built to your spec. There's a lot of stuff that you can add later, like the ladder for the garage and the roof, insulating the top of the garage, gutters all the way around your house. We put lightning protection on ours, so just a lot of added on stuff that didn't kind of come with it originally. Something as simple too as like picking a golf cart. When we got down here, we bought the house I think in March, and we couldn't close until the 20th of May. They were backed up so far getting everything closed. They were moving so many homes. The prices were going through the roof. The inventory was small.
Well, your house must have went up in value before you signed the papers.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
That's how I talked him into the counters.
But
The money we saved.
yeah, stick with that. But like even just getting a golf cart. I mean, we walked into the Villages discount golf store, not the one that's in the Villages, but the discount golf place. We walked in there and they had 2 golf carts, one of which was the 4-seat version, one was the 2-seat version. That was all they had. Okay, and these were the 2021 models. That was all they had. And while we were sitting there talking to the guy about this one particular golf cart, 2 more couples came in behind us, and the guy kind of looked at us like, this is going to go fast. This won't be here tomorrow, or even probably this afternoon. If you want this cart, and it may not have been the color that we wanted or what we wanted, but exactly what we wanted, but it was going to serve the need, and we
It turned out to be a good color.
Yeah, it did, but we ended up paying top dollar because they were at
Well,
demand.
anyway, it's all fun, but there's a lot of things to figure out.
So it just takes some time, whatever you like to do. And the nice thing is if they don't have a club for it, they'll help you start one.
Wow.
And I said,
Yeah, I hear that.
it's really cool,
Yeah,
actually.
that is
Like I said, I've never been anybody's like this before.
Now tell us about the floodplain problem you had here, or you discovered.
Right. So during, I know it's not called an escrow here, but during the closing, the title company did disclose that this property may be in a flood zone, and so we were offered to have, I don't remember the name of it right now. I think it's called a flood certificate, provided to us, if requested by the seller, it said. And so I requested one, and they said they had never done that before. But they actually had a person come out from FEMA and mark on there, no, it's not in a flood zone. So I thought we were good to go. Then about a month after we closed, we got a notification from our lender who was requiring that we buy flood insurance, which is about $800 a year, because we were in a flood zone. So I contacted customer service there and said, actually, maybe you're looking at an old map because the builder graded the property so it's not in a flood zone, and I have this certificate saying so that I received during our closing. And I sent it to them, and they said it wasn't adequate because they could not tell the exact location of the structure because we're not on Google Maps yet.
Right.
So that was the problem. And then I'd have to provide a survey. So we said, okay, because it's $800 a year and the survey is like $400, so obviously that made sense. And we had an appointment and everything to do that. And then this is my memo. In the meantime, we had set up our file cabinet and received, we're still getting the house set up. And I was going through the closing papers, and lo and behold, there's 4 copies of a survey. So people may not know that, well, at least we were provided a survey with our closing documents. So I was able to cancel that survey appointment and just provide the survey to our lender, and that took care of it. They said, okay, you're good. You don't need the flood insurance, and that took care of it.
And I do have to say, it's pretty exciting down here on the south end of 44 because it's like a whole new area that's like getting all developed. It's almost like a brand new community down here. And just some really cute little areas that they're developing and getting all put together. And we're excited that the Sawgrass Grove and the Azell Recreation Center is going to be a really nice addition. They're going to have entertainment there and food, stuff like that. So that'll be it's only 5 minutes away. So we can get there by golf cart. And
I think that's what's neat about living in a village is it seems like almost everything is 5 minutes
Yeah.
away,
Yeah.
no matter where you live.
except the big box stores. Because
That's true.
for us, I mean,
Yeah.
if we want to go to like Home Depot or Lowe's, we
Yeah,
have to
at
go
least half hour.
north of 466A or all the way up to Lady Lake to go to Home Depot or Best Buy, Target. Those kinds of things are way up there out of the way.
If you ever notice though, all them big box stores, they're outside the villages, they're not in the villages.
Right.
So they got a better deal buying their own property.
Right.
Where everything in the villages, literally, the developer owns it all. Hope you enjoy it here.
Oh, we love it here. Yeah.
Well, you
we're
will
really
now.
excited.
2 years from now, you might tell me a different story.
We just need to start having some fun.
Oh, I know the one thing I wanted to touch on. You said that this was the first neighborhood that was doing an experiment in homes.
It's this is according to Linda, but when we came to look at this house, so she was my,
Got it.
partner in arms during this venture, and that was the first thing she noticed was that this, as far as she knew, the first time they had experimented with mixing the neighborhood. So we're a bungalow, what villa?
A courtyard villa. A
Bungalow courtyard villa. And across, well, right down the street are designer homes, and next door is something else.
So
anyway,
it's
all mixed up.
multi-price point
Yeah,
on the
so
same
like
street.
260,
So,
485, 685, 550 next door, I think.
Yeah.
So it's
You know,
basically just a mixture of different styles of
Right,
homes.
and
models of
usually
homes.
it's like all the same models or close to it, she said, in each
Well-
village. I don't
They did
know.
all the designers in one spot, all the
Right.
premieres in one
Right,
spot.
right.
Whereas this is all
exactly.
mixed up, she said.
yeah, it's
Many
it's a
years
blended
ago,
neighborhood.
when they had the historical area, which was house trailers that were originally started, then they had a neighborhood next to it called Orange Blossom Gardens where they brought in manufactured houses. That was different. Well, then Spanish Springs started. They got the bridge approved. Spanish Springs became, and that's what opened everything else up. Well, just south of Spanish Springs is Del Mar. And they weren't really, it was an experiment there too. They weren't sure, is people going to go for the more traditional style built homes, or is everybody still wanting to keep the cheaper modular style homes for part-time living? They didn't know really what to do. And I think they take that information of what sells out first, and then they listen.
Oh, that makes sense.
And then when they go to another area like Santiago or wherever they were going to build next, they take a lot of that information and they applied it. That's how all of a sudden golf cart garages became a big deal
that makes
when they got down around the Lake Sumter area. Now when you get down to our area down here, it's like a big deal.
Yeah.
Everybody wants, I want a golf, I don't have one either, but I wanted one. And I think the further south as you go, as they talk to people and they watch what sells quick,
Right.
they know, they got their stuff together.
Oh,
You know,
absolutely. Yeah.
And you'll start seeing changes.
Yeah, we felt like the 2-car garage would be adequate. I mean, we might change
It is
our opinion.
adequate.
With one car and the golf cart.
Yeah.
And that's really what fits in there. I don't think 2 cars would fit in there. But for that, it's fine. And our
Yeah.
electric bikes.
Yeah.
It's just that golf cart garage. Even if you don't have a golf cart, I tell people, get a golf cart garage.
It'd be nice to have the extra space.
It's a
for
place
sure.
for the old man to have a tool shop.
Yeah.
And it keeps it away from everything else in the garage.
We put the cabinet with all the screws and bolts in it.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm still a little mystified about this need for a tool shop when the house is done.
He's
already
out.
built.
You would have done a boat. What are you talking about? He's got to fix things.
Yeah.
And 3 different tools show up every single day.
I miss my tools. Every guy I know
wonder
misses their
really.
tools. I mean, when I was in Indianapolis, I had tools.
Yeah, I know. It's a man thing. It's like my shoes. I
It is
guess.
a man. Well, no, it ain't. No. It's a woman thing too, because a woman's going to tell you, oh, when I lived over here, I had a walk-in closet that I could put all my stuff in this walk-in
Yeah,
closet. Now that I'm down here, I just don't have the space to put all my shoes in there.
Yeah.
And say hi to Linda.
Hi, Linda.
Hi, Linda.
Thanks for all your guidance. We're really happy we're here.
Okay, we're going to close this video out. I got a lot of editing to do. This may not be up for a month. I don't know that, but tell your friends to watch, subscribe.
I think we are.
We are.
You are. Tell your friends.
Okay.
All of them. Half of California would be good.
Okay,
We can do
deal,
that.
yeah.
And like we always say, we'll see you guys on the other side.